Hello and welcome to the Parenting Tools podcast. My name is Jason.
And my name is Jordan, and this is the podcast where myself and Jason, he and me, thee and thy,
I and thee,
have a chat about dad life.
Jordan, how you doing?
I am great. How are you?
Ooh, great.
I'm doing. Do you know what? I'm doing really well. I've still got a bit of a cough. I think if anybody watched, that was you. If anybody watched our episode last week on YouTube, would have seen me muting myself regularly and coughing. I've still got it, but other than that, I'm having a lovely time.
Amazing.
Yeah. How are you?
Tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired in every sense of the word.
Just tired of life.
I'll go into it a little bit later, but I am like Monday every day.
Beat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
no particular reason.
Well, yeah, that's a shame.
Well, thank you for listening for this.
Yeah. I'm a good friend over here. But I do know you want to talk about it in a bit, so I won't ask too many questions. However, we have had a question, a very, very similar question come in. We want to dive straight into opening questions this week from Instagram. First one comes from friend of the pod, Rev Poppy, who asks, how are you both?
How are you both? George, give us a bit more detail on that first question that I already asked.
So a bit more detail. What are we doing? What are we saying? I think life at the minute, so it's late October. We are like in that phase where the dad in me has got a bit of an internal battle.
Oh.
And this is something that fellas, I think, come to battle when becoming a dad. When do you put the heating on? Because it's too warm for the heating. It's too cold for washing to go outside. So therefore, my clothes are a bit smelly.
If I'm honest, I've never really understood this whole debate. We're now in a modern era.
Yeah.
You can put the heating on and turn it off from your phone.
But it's expensive.
I understand that element of it.
Me in 2017, willy-nilly. July, put the heating on. But at the minute, no, it does not go on.
So it's a purely financial decision.
I think it's purely a financial decision, but also I've bought into the role
Is it a pride element of being a dad? Like
yeah.
Is this the new switch the lights off?
Yeah, I think
because now we've gone to LEDs. It's okay.
Yeah, I think I've just bought into the dad discourse of you've got to have a problem with the heating going on.
Yeah.
Before November.
Yeah.
That said, I did put it on this week. Because we've got a baby. I walked in the house, it was freezing. I thought, poor kid.
Yeah.
Need to stick the heating on. So yeah, that's to answer the question, how are you?
You've been wrestling with societal pressures of how you should feel about putting your heating on.
Yeah, it is
it's tough being a bloke.
Oh mate, first world problems. But no, the serious answer is we're in that sort of season now, aren't we? Where it's getting a bit darker, it's getting a bit bleaker. People's moods are changing. You hear the people moaning, saying, "Oh, it's dark when I go to work, and it's dark when I come home from work." I work from home, so I haven't got that anymore, and it's actually really nice. Yeah. I used to really not like that, where you just like, I don't see the world. But now, work from home, get out at lunchtime. It's nice. So yeah, I am genuinely having a lovely, lovely time of it.
Nice.
How are you?
So listeners would remember, if you listened to last week, my house was flooded. There was raining in my living room is the best way I could describe it. We are now 2 months since that happened. And the insurance company is so slow. They've now basically dug up the floor in my living room. Great progress.
You don't need one anyway.
But now it's 2 months of living in Airbnbs. And we've had to extend that now again. And I'm tired of not being in my own home. But also I think I look back to like 18 months ago, I was really struggling with like mental health, like anxiety and depression specifically. And a lot of it was situational.
Yep.
And so I'm on tablets. I'm on sertraline at the moment. And I have been since then. I'm on sertraline. Basically, it's a tablet. And it also helps with ADHD sometimes. happens to make mine worse.
Oh,
But that's beside the point.
stunning.
But anyway, like massive general improvement in just overall happiness. But the last like couple of weeks, it's just been tough. And I think it's recognizing that there's still like everything in my life, apart from my house being flooded, everything is great. I love my life, but there's still like tricky mental battles to fight. And I think it's easy just to beat yourself up or just get stuck in that. And so it's partly as well, because like the weather's changing, it's a bit miserable. That could be a contributing factor.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm in a much different place to when I was like 18 months ago, where like I'm aware that I'm not feeling great at the moment, and that's okay. But it's just life still goes on. I still have to go to work. I still have to like be fun for my daughter. I can't just lie in bed and ignore the world for 6 months, which is what I want to do. But it's not just a Monday feeling. It's like a really like heavy cloud all the time. And I wanted to talk about this later, but I'm going to do it now. I saw a clip on Instagram, as you do, when you fall down the well of reels.
Your house is flooded. You've fallen down a well.
Do you get stuck just in a loop, just scrolling?
Just aquatic-based problems that are coming your way. Down the rabbit hole, yeah.
Down the. Yeah. That's a better way to put it. Although the well seems apt, it's hard to get out.
Yeah, it's true.
So I saw a clip of Shaquille O'Neal. If you don't know who Shaquille O'Neal is, where have you been hiding? Let me know, because I want to hide there too.
It's a well.
Famous basketball player. Basically, this clip was him saying, I've got problems, but I don't talk to my wife about my problems. And he was trying to make the point that his role as a husband, he was saying, was to love and protect his family. And to do that, he doesn't talk about his problems. He just has to get on with them. I think that was stupid.
I think that's a pretty... what's the word? That was like a blanket approach to a lot of...
I think it's a common approach.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right one. I think there's definitely an element of you just have to keep going. You have to sometimes just build a bridge and go over. You have to keep going for your family.
Crack on, yeah.
But also just the thing of not speaking to anyone about your problems. That's not how things get dealt with. That's how you bottle things up and it gets worse over time. And it's just that point of, like, for me at the moment, like, I appreciate that I can just tell my wife, I am on a downer like this, and she knows what that means.
Yeah.
And so that means like she can tag in with stuff that I'm supposed to do. There's no pressure about it, and it will take me a day or two to get back to normal. But it's just that thing of there's a common understanding of I'm not doing amazing right now. There's nothing that you can do to help this, like my mood, but you can take away some of the responsibility. And it's just that thing of that definitely does put more pressure on my wife to pick up those things. However, in that stopgap, the rest of the week is going to be 10 times better because I've stopped and I've recognized it and I've dealt with it early. And it's not always a quick fix, and it always also goes both ways. But it's just that thing of we've gone through like this cultural shift of everyone talking about their mental health issues, and like even this phase of people recognizing that they've got different neurodiversities, or there's like two sides of the spectrum where people think, oh, everyone's got it. But then there's also people going, I've lived with these things for like 30 years and that's really helpful that I've now recognized it.
Yeah.
But it's also just that reminder of actually to be a better father for me means that I have to deal with these things, and to deal with them isn't to just power on and pretend like they don't exist. I tried that and it just got worse. So it's just that thing of if you're struggling, it's okay. Like, it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to take a mental health day, but absolutely, you might still just have to keep going. But also, this is just like, it's part of life. Like, it is just part of life for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's like, it might get better, it might not, but also it's all right to struggle.
Yeah.
That's a rambly way to say how I'm feeling. But that's how I'm feeling.
And it's perfectly valid. But your house flooded, like, and you've not been in it for nearly 9 weeks. That's mad.
Yeah, but the house isn't really a big contributing factor.
Yeah,
I'm quite happy in the Airbnb. It's a nice place.
Yeah,
it's lovely. But it's just one of those things where I think I now recognize it's taken me 18 months to realize that I have like a part of anxiety and depression that isn't caused by situational stuff.
Yep.
I was in a really stressful environment, stressful job, high pressure and struggling, which made it 10 times worse.
Yep.
When I changed that situation, it immediately got better. And I think it's just that thing of that might have been a big part of the problem, but there's still an underlying problem as well. And I think I'm now recognizing, okay, like maybe like now how do I deal with this next bit? I don't know what the answer is, but it's just one of those things.
Have you got to pay for the heating bill in the Airbnb?
No.
Oh, mate, get that heating on. That'll make you feel better.
We have been, smashing that boost button.
Oh, yeah. Smash the central heating out.
The best thing about it at the moment, it's got a converted garage with those. What are those convex windows?
Oh,
because of the V. Velux windows, and it's been raining quite a lot recently, and like just lying up there with it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, those rain sounds.
Nice. How far is it from your actual house? Like, is the school
15 minutes
further out?
Yeah.
Okay, so school run and stuff's taking longer, and
yeah,
it's the admin of it that would annoy me.
It's the thing that's the most annoying thing is the admin of keeping on top of the insurance.
Yeah.
Which you think that's what I pay for you to be an admin of this situation. But if you don't pester them, which feels horrible.
It's like moving house.
If you don't pester them, nothing happens. And that makes you feel horrible. You feel like you're being difficult.
Yeah.
But we tried being nice and literally nothing happened.
Yeah.
And even when you're difficult, sometimes nothing happens.
When you move house and they go, we'll get in touch with you. Like, don't reach out. We'll get in touch with you with any updates. Be about 4 or 5 days. 6 or 7 days go past and you think, they did say we'll get in touch. 8 or 9 days. So you phone them and go, has there been an update? And they go, oh yeah, give us an hour. Like, why don't you just do that the first place?
Or, we just need to speak to their solicitors and do that. It's like, why don't you just call them?
Yeah.
Just
call, and then they go,
them?
oh yeah, all sorted. Come on. So yeah, thank you, Rev Poppy. I was watching Liverpool the other day with my son. We've not had a good start to the season, and conceded a last-minute goal.
You want to get off your chest? Is that weighing you down?
I was livid, quite annoyed, and my son looked across at me and he went, "You all right?" I went, "Yeah, I'm fine." I said, "It's a bit annoying, isn't it?" And then a couple of minutes later, he went, "You all right?" And I laughed, and I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. It's just football." And he started to do this thing now where he goes, "You all right?" Because he knows that I find it funny. So the other day I was sat on the landing, and so what I've been doing recently is playing songs and singing the kids to sleep recently, and it's nice.
Oh.
And he went, "Dad, you all right?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Why do you keep asking me if I'm all right?" And he went, "Well, it's good to check in on your friends, isn't it? And make sure they're doing all right." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "It is." But this whole marketing campaign of ask twice.
Yeah.
It's like he was doing that. I don't know where he's seen the advert, but he just checks in and goes, "You all right?" And then, so I just thought he was doing it as a bit of fun, but turns out he was actually checking in on me. And now he does do it as a bit of fun.
Oh, that's really cute.
I know. So yeah, thanks Rev Poppy for asking how we both are. Next question comes from Ryan. Survival tips, and I'm asking you this. Survival tips for someone who is soon to be outnumbered by ladies in the house. Asking for a friend. I'm assuming his wife's having a baby girl. Not just getting a load of women. Getting a load of women over.
So I heard an incredible quote from, have you seen the series Diplomat? Recently been watching it. It's a great show if you're into political, I don't even know what it is, drama? Sure. Anyway.
Yes.
The quote is a guy is trying to make, not an excuse, but trying to explain why he decided to keep his mouth shut in an argument between him and 2 women. They were all trying to come to a decision. And he said, there's 2 women in a room. The last thing they want is the only man in the room to tell them why they're wrong. Oof. It was a funny moment. It wasn't supposed to be hard hitting.
No, I mean, it is.
But that is the advice of my daughter's only 5 and already very strong, opinionated women in my house.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of, how do I walk this line well, of not mansplaining or just explaining?
Do you know the whole mansplaining thing? The amount of times, if I'm explaining something to
the women, particularly
to a female at work, I'm just thinking, am I mansplaining? Like they've asked me, but am I mansplaining? I'm answering a question. I'm always just thinking, oh gosh,
they're setting you up. That's what they're doing.
Where is the line?
Up.
Where's the line between explaining and being helpful and mansplaining?
I actually don't know, and I will be corrected on this. But I assume this is my assumption. I assume it's when it's patronising
or unsolicited,
or in a way that it's like you explain it for the women in the room.
Okay.
I'm going to Google it because I don't want to be wrong.
You want to? Yeah, fair enough. Whilst you're doing that, I've got a little story. My 4-year-old daughter the other day, she likes us to pick her up from preschool after she's had a snack. So if we pick her up before 3:30,
yeah,
or before 4:45, whenever the snack time is, she doesn't like it. She likes to have the snack. So I was taking her to preschool and she said, "Daddy, pick me up long today." Pick me up long. She went, "I want to have my lunch. I want to see the schoolies." That's when the school kids come over to the preschool. She says, "So pick me up long." Got that? I was like, got that? Fortunately for me, Leanne was picking her up.
Mansplaining, you ready?
Go on then.
When a man explains something to someone, typically a woman, in a condescending or patronising way that assumes she knows less than him, even when she's an expert on the subject.
Well, I've got to apologise to any women listening if you've just been mansplained what mansplaining is via Google.
I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time.
Yeah.
Happy to admit that.
Yeah. I always preface, I could be wrong, and then go. And then
could be wrong, but let me explain to you why I'm not.
And then end it with, like I say, could be wrong.
Here's one that I love to throw the phrase around. Because somebody commented this on one of our early videos.
Oh, wow.
Weaponized incompetence.
Oh, yeah.
I throw that up with my wife.
I'm just an idiot.
This is weaponized. No, I'm thick.
Lam will come in and go to me, "Can you put that in there?" And I go, "Put what in where?" She's like, "You know." Like, I don't know. So yeah, Brian, all the best.
I understand mansplaining is a difficult and important topic, but can we raise awareness for men? For the men, I'm going to speak for the men. We are happy. In fact, we welcome women-splaining.
Yeah.
Please tell us. Please help us understand. We are thick.
I think just don't be patronising is the takeaway from there. So yeah, all the best, Ryan, on that one.
Yeah.
Last question. Before I move on to the last question, do you like my hoodie?
I do very much like your hoodie.
If you're watching on YouTube, this is my Young Cubs hoodie from when we went on the Young Cubs podcast.
It is very comfortable, and not your version of that hoodie, the one that I own. It's very comfortable.
It is a robust hoodie.
Robust. I
think, when did we go? In May? I think we went to record it in May, and Dan and Charlie kindly gifted us the hoodies, and we just had the warmest summer. So I think this is the second time I've worn it. It's really nice. It's really, yeah. So shout out to Dan and Charlie on the Young Cubs Parenting Podcast. Final question comes from Chandan, and this is a thinker. Do you, and if yes, how do you know that you are ready to be a parent? Do you know if you're ready to be a parent, and if yes, how?
I think before you're a parent, you can think you're ready to be a parent. I don't know if you can ever know that you'll be ready to be a parent.
I think that's... Yeah. I replied to this and said, I've got 3 and I'm still not ready.
I think there's definitely an element of... So this is an interesting one. I know of somebody who's recently had a child. And from my perspective... they still haven't quite understood what being a parent means in terms of your life has changed now. The child comes first. Make some sacrifices. I think you only realise if you're ready to be a parent afterwards or not. And a lot of the time, the people who think I'm underprepared are probably the ones that are ready.
Yeah.
Apart from those, super parents who just take it all in their stride and just phenomenal. I think it's often helpful or healthy if you're asking that question of what can I do better?
Yeah. I've always said this. If you're worried about being a good parent, you probably are.
Yeah.
But with this...
Unless you're just not... Unless you're a thinker and not a doer.
Unless you're just completely way off base. But I think with this one, there's the two elements for me. There's the sort of like mental, am I ready? Are we ready? Could I look after someone else? And then there's the practical.
Yeah.
Have we got a room? Have we got financial stability to have a baby? Can we, I don't know, career-wise? So there's the practical, and then there's the mental sort of personal, am I ready? I would suggest, it's not for me to say if someone's ready to have a baby or not. I would suggest for me, once I had those two things of, financially I'm stable and I'm ready, then I'm all right.
And I think that is we are in a place now where those things have to be, much more considered than maybe 50 years ago. Like being financially able to afford a lifestyle with a child, usually one of the people involved's career is going to take a hit for at least a while.
Yeah.
And it's like being able to navigate that is so tricky. And I just, I don't know. It depends on like your temperament to life as well.
Yeah.
If you just get on with things, I don't know. I don't know if I am still ready.
Too late.
So I hope that encourages you, gives you confidence.
It's just one of those, isn't it? And then something will come up, and we say this all the time. It changes.
Yeah.
And next week could look very different to last week. But yeah, it's just I think one of my favourite Gavin and Stacey scenes is when Smithy finds out he's going to be a dad and just runs away and goes to the driving range. And then he goes, I'm just not ready. I don't know anything about nappies. And Mick steps forward and goes, no one does. No one knows. No one's ready, but you figure it out. And I think that's such a lovely scene, and it does encapsulate what it is to become a parent. You figure it out, and then once you've figured it out, something changes.
Yeah.
And you've got to figure it out again.
The place that I'm in at the moment, so my daughter's 5. I think in the early years, it's fairly easy to like read ahead of where they are, like a week or two of where they are, like stay on the ball.
Yeah.
It's now getting tricky for me to understand what to do, and a lot less it's a lot more subjective about what we want to do as parents, what values we want to instill as parents. It's not black and white of this is the food that they need to eat to be healthy. It's how do you want to raise your child?
It's more emotional than physical.
Yeah, and but I'm also finding I'm now questioning things of like, what habits do I need to try and think about? And what are some of the things that maybe I didn't have growing up, or maybe did have growing up, that I now need to do as a parent? And I think it's less clear in this middle bit, I think.
Yeah.
But I have no idea. You do just figure it out. But I think I'm recognizing that you have two choices. You either just let life happen, and whatever happens, or you try and prepare a little bit, and that usually goes better.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's next. Like, how do you, where are the gurus telling us what to do?
Especially being a dad of girls.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a lot more comfortable with the future for my son because I've walked it.
Yeah.
with girls, mate, not a clue. I'm glad Leanne's knocking about.
What a phrase to describe your wife.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to write that on our anniversary card. Happy 10-year anniversary. I'm glad you're knocking about. So cheers, guys, for your questions. If you want to send us your questions, please do at Parenting Tools Pod on the socials. I've got an issue.
A dad issue?
I've got a daddy issue, yeah.
A daddy issue.
I just said that things can change very quickly. Last week on the pod, I said our baby is a dream.
Yeah.
Sleeps well.
How old is she?
Oh, gosh. 4 months?
There we go. Yeah.
4 months tomorrow,
Ooh.
I think. The 4 month sleep regression, let me tell you, is real.
So,
my word.
Catch me up. I can't remember.
Oh, my life.
Is there a regression for every month, or is it like certain phases?
I don't know, but this one... this one has hit me like a bus. I'll tell you what. When we first had her, we'd put her down in her cot and she'd just take herself off to sleep. And like friends and family were like, she's amazing. We were like, she is. You just lie down, she goes to sleep. She'd wake up once a night, twice would be a bad night. But now, oh my goodness, you can't put her down. She could be asleep, and I do a little arm check. So I lift her arm up.
Yeah.
She is fast off. Put her in the cot, she is awake. Crying,
Really?
eyes wide open, smiling. Sometimes she'll cry. And it's just like, go to sleep. But then she'll be up for hours. But because Leanne's feeding her, Leanne's taking the brunt, like big time.
Wow.
Like big time. And so this last week, since I publicly said to the world, I'm having a great time. She's amazing. She sleeps well. She goes through. Oh my word. Not the case. 7 days later. So yeah, 4 month sleep regression.
So is she like,
real.
is she upset when you put her down, or is it is she happy sometimes?
So we're trying to figure it out.
What wakes her up?
Just the air, the change, the change in altitude.
The cold.
It could be the cold bed. It could. I don't know. Honestly,
I don't remember many things about like the early days. But I remember that being one of the things of like this crazy things you do to try and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
That was when I came to you. I needed advice. You said colic in for col.
Yeah. Give it a whirl.
That wasn't help, was it?
No, sorry. But it's just getting. She like I said, she'll be asleep in our arms. She doesn't really nap in the day very much. It's just getting her to go into her bed.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, once she's awake in the night, she is awake. Honest.
Have you... I don't know what the right etiquette is on this. It's probably not right etiquette at all. Have you fallen asleep holding her?
Oh, yeah. Not for a little while. But when
in the early days.
In the early days.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love it when they're just like on your chest.
Oh, yeah.
Curled up in a little ball, and you both just have a little nap.
Again, I'm just covering our backs. Not that we're recommending that. I'm pretty sure someone's going to come at us for saying that.
Oh well, one of she's fine.
But just the point of it changes so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quite literally for you.
Absolutely does. So if you're out there and you're going through the 4 month sleep progression, yeah, all the best.
I'm really like. I'm now like racking my brain. Like, what can you try? What have you tried?
So I have tried just turning around a different way in the cot. Is it the fact that I'm left-handed and it's more natural for her to go to the right? So now I'm putting her down. No, it wasn't that. I put a cushion in her bed and put her on the cushion, and she was fine. But that probably is unsafe. So we haven't done that. What else have we done? Like a little rub of the bed.
Yeah.
Try and warm it up a little bit. Yeah, just little things. I was holding that sneeze in for a long time. So yeah, we've tried lots of little things, and one day one thing can work. Like one day I had her until she was conked out, put her down, she was fine. Next day tried it again. Nope.
I would love to invite the listener to send you all their suggestions.
Yeah, send me all of them and I would diarise. I'll keep a diary, maybe even vlog it. Nah, it's too much admin. And yeah, just give it a try, but yeah, not the best. Not the best. On the flip side, so I gave a little update last week that I've got a new job, and my new job is fully remote. I work from home every day. Have to go to the office, which is in Durham, so near Newcastle.
Newcastle?
Newcastle? Apologies to the Geordies.
Had to be done.
Yeah. Twice every 3 months. So not a lot. Not a lot at all. And I went for the first... Twice a quarter.
Who decides that?
The bosses.
That's twice every 3 months?
Yeah.
Is that just like... So if you don't go at all in the first 2 months, you have to go twice in the last month?
I think there's like a...
Or is it once every 6 weeks?
A monthly meeting that will
Twice every 3... That's confusing me.
Well, twice
a quarter. There we go.
I said that.
Yeah, I know, but my brain was struggling.
So twice a quarter, and I went last week for the first time. And it's an overnighter. So went up in the afternoon, and then work very kindly treated us to a meal out.
Nice.
Pay for a hotel. I had 9 hours sleep. I slept from 10 till 7. And I text my friends with children. This was before the sleep regression, so I reckon there's a bit of like instant karma coming my way. So yeah, it was really nice to meet the team. However, I made an error.
What?
So we were doing a workshop.
Yeah.
And our sales director set us a task, and he said, "How would you take a customer from going from like one transaction to a sort of repeat buyer? Go away, discuss it in your groups, come feedback, points for creativity." And I was like, cool. So my team said, let's do a role play of a sales scenario. Now, I don't like role play. Doing role play at work, sort of pretending, all that. I don't like it at all. So I said, please can I be the business owner? And you just ask me questions and I answer them. Example, what's your business? Oh, we're a manufacturer and we've got 100 staff. I can answer that.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, I'll be the business person. You ask me the questions. The team decided what questions they were going to ask. All good. We went back into the room and all I had in my head was points for creativity. So our team said, we'll go first. We're going to do a role play. I'm like, oh, damn it. Everyone's just going to do a role play, aren't they? How do I make this a bit different? So they said, tell us a bit about yourself. I said, well, my name's Kenneth Shaft. and we produce lint rollers. And we high quality lint rollers. And we send them around the world. Kenneth Shaft.
Where have you got that from?
I just thought in my head, pick a funny name, pick a funny word, stick them together.
And that's creative.
Kenneth Shaft.
Did you run this by anyone beforehand, or did you make it on the spot?
They were blindsided.
Wow.
They were I was blindsided. Honestly, when I'm thinking about it now, I'm so embarrassed. I just thought, as it came out, I thought, what are you doing? This is the first time I've met these people.
Yeah.
And this is what I've done. This is the stall I've laid out. Couldn't believe it. So then we do the role play. Like, they're completely thrown off, and probably, rightfully so. And then because I made a few mistakes, I think because I'd laid out the stall of this is a bit. Every mistake I made, I think people thought was part of the bit.
You made mistakes in a role play. Well, I'm confused.
Yeah, because I tripped over my words a little bit,
okay.
and I think then people thought I was just trying to be funny, and I just couldn't recover from the Kenneth Shaft of it all. And we sit down, and the director was like, "All right, not quite what I was expecting, but all right." Every other team that went after just did a PowerPoint presentation. Completely shafted us. Pardon the pun.
So when you described the scenario, and you thought, everyone's going to do a role play.
Yeah.
In what world was everyone going to do role play?
Because he said points for creativity. So I was thinking, no one's going to do a presentation.
Never.
So I just assumed.
Never would the idea of a role play cross my mind.
I think because our team sat down and everyone went, let's do a role play. So I was thinking, everyone's going to be thinking the same thing. How do we differentiate? I'll just make up a name.
Yeah.
And I'll make up a business. And that's what I went for. And this is why I'm not a business owner.
Kenneth. lint rollers as well. There's a big business in that.
Yeah, what? I had one in my bag.
Well, that's it. There's a need.
So that's where it came from. But I don't know, because I think the word shaft is really funny.
It's really funny.
It's a funny word.
Yeah, it's funny.
And and Kenneth's just a funny name. I couldn't believe it.
To all the Kenneths listening.
Honestly, if there's anyone out there listening called Kenneth Shaft, get in touch.
I don't think that's anybody's name.
There's surely got to be somewhere. But I couldn't.
I don't want to Google it. I feel like that's unwise.
You just get a load of lifts. Or like broom handles. But like, mate, honestly, as I was saying it, I was thinking,
say what I was thinking.
Stop talking. That's what I was thinking. And I said to Leanne, me and Leanne had a conversation last week at like 3 a.m. I think it was the first time we'd properly spoken for ages, and we were both like, this is quite nice. Shame it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I was telling her all about it, and I was like, I can't believe I've done it, Lee. Like, this is my first introduction to this team. And that's how I've presented myself. Couldn't believe it. Memorable. But not for the right reasons.
Accurate.
Yeah, so that was my week last week. But
Has
honestly,
anyone mentioned it to you since?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good though.
It's not. It's not. And the thing was, the two people that went, so Kenneth, I went, Mr. Shaft. So the first thing...
That is funny. Did anyone laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's great.
no, but I got a Teams message first thing the next day saying, good morning, Mr. Shaft.
That's fun. That's funny. That's a good impression.
I don't think it is.
No, that is. Although you have kind of set yourself up to be a funny man.
Yeah. See, I don't want to be the class clown.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Just a different name.
I know. What else was there though? I mean, what else is there? Literally.
It's made up name.
Any other word. Any other word. Could have gone for broom. Could have gone for Kenneth Broom.
I mean, literally, you could have picked any name.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't win. We didn't win the challenge.
One thing that happened today, and it's one of those rare moments as I think as the dad probably more. I don't know if this is true, but the pendulum has swung back to me of being the favourite parent.
Oh, mate. Yes.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah. Feel good?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
But also, at the same time, I feel really bad. In the context of, on the way here, I get a phone call from Noah saying, Daddy, I really miss you. I was like, oh.
That's nice.
I was like, oh, do I need to do it? Were you all right? I said to her, like, do I need to come back? She's like, no, you're fine.
It's when I like the sweet spot is when you're sort of favoured, but the other one is still loved. It's when they flat out reject your wife. And they're just like, no, I want daddy, not you. That's when I feel still loved, but you're just loved slightly bit more.
Well, so...
Or appreciated a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, the progress from this week, it started off the week with waking up in the middle of the night and telling me, Mummy is... Oh, what did she say? Oh, Mummy gives the best cuddles. Nanny makes me laugh the most. You're the best bum wiper.
Smashing. Oh, my word. Hey, it's nice to be good at something.
So we've moved from that to now I'm in the number one spot.
Yeah.
So that's an incredible promotion.
Are you still the number one bum wiper?
Always.
Though? Have you been doing always?
Always. That is my title.
What makes you good? Have you asked for feedback?
No. The difference is she has to give everybody else feedback.
Okay. You just know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for
Self-managed.
31 years.
Yeah. Self-managed. Oh, mate, yeah, that's funny. But what I love more than being the favourite is when Leanne is the favourite and I'm still loved. And there's that extra appreciation for their mummy. Because, let's face it...
They get asked to do everything.
She does more for them. Yeah. She does more for them in the week. Like, I'm working, she's off on maternity leave, she's doing the pick-up, the drop-offs, she's feeding the baby all the time. She's keeping everything together. So when they show her that extra level of appreciation, but I'm not completely rejected, that for me is is the sweet spot.
I think that's quite. Again, I don't want to generalize, but I think that's quite natural for like blokes to feel, because I feel the same way. It's like, actually, I see how much my wife does, and like she definitely deserves more of the appreciation. I don't want to be hated.
No one does.
I don't want to just be the bum wiper. But I'm all right if you're the favourite.
Kenneth Crack. Kevin Crack. Hey, that's the next. I've said it now. That's the next one. That's in the subconscious. Next time I go to work, they go, we've got an activity. First thing I'm going to think of, Kevin Crack.
And this is why you're labelled as that.
Yeah, I can't help it.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you're struggling with your mental health, talk to somebody. It's all right.
Yeah.
You get through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for listening. Like I said before, you can find us on the socials at Parenting Tools Pod, and we will be back next week with another episode.